Nerds of the Universe, and welcome to Nerd Talk, and this is a very special day at Nerd Talk. As of today, it is February 8th, 2022, and these are the videos that I have on my channel. As you can see here, I'm on my channel homepage. I have 116 subscribers, and I have 22 videos, I think that's 22 videos, yeah. And you might be wondering what's so special about today. Well, this is what's so special about today. This was my first video on the channel. I'm gonna quickly mute this, just so that I can. This was my first video. The future of the Bad Batch, and look at the date it was posted. That is correct, nerds. It has been a year. I have spent a year on YouTube. I am at 116 subscribers, around 22, 23 videos. I have not watched this video in probably 8 months. I probably stopped rewatch because you rewatch your videos as a small YouTuber. We're gonna be reacting to it. Reason being is because I haven't watched it in a while. I forgot a lot about it. But there is one thing I'll say off the bat. As you'll notice, this first video is the longest on the channel. It is 33 minutes and 46 seconds. 33 minutes and 46 seconds. And you see I got my old intro here. And the reason it was 33 minutes and 46 seconds is because I was so excited to make my first ever YouTube video that I decided to do it completely blind. I had just gotten my mic. I was super excited. I was young and naive. I had no script, no guidelines. I just went for it, hopped on, used the first recording I did. And the amount of editing that this video took to actually make it slightly coherent is insane. My brother was the one that edited this video. He was the one that edited my first couple of videos. And it took him so long to first edit the audio and then the visuals. The audio was the hardest, though, because I didn't know how to control my breath, and I was speaking without a script, so it was really hard on him, and that's why it's 33 minutes of just ranting about all the theories that are just coming to me from the ether. So we're going to go ahead and watch this, and I'm going to pause it at certain times to talk about two things. I already know what I want to say. This little thing you're going to see right here. That was the original intro of my YouTube channel. I don't have an intro. Well, I do. It's Hello Nerds of the Universe and welcome to Nerd Talk. But that was like the thing. And it was just a crappy screen-recorded audio of explosions. But I might bring it back. I might clean it up and bring it back now that I'm thinking about it. Hello, nerds of the internet, and welcome to the first episode of Nerd Talk. Yeah, I know I'm already pausing it, but, yeah, you see, my intro is, Hello, Nerds of the Universe, and welcome to Nerd Talk. And, it escalated into that, gravelly type of voice that I do. Here, you might have heard that I said, Hello, Nerds of the Universe, not Hello, Nerds of the Universe, Hello, Nerds of the Internet. Now, I am an avid game theory viewer. As you might have known from some of my videos, I've talked about the inspiration I've gotten from him and other YouTubers. I'm not just trying to mimic the game theory here. But that's where I got the Hello Nerds of the Internet, because he would say, Hello Internet, welcome to game theory. Like, that's something he would do. And so I tried to incorporate that. Then I was like, you know what? That sounds like plagiarism. I don't want plagiarism. I want my own thing. So I changed it to Nerds of the Universe, because the universe is bigger than the internet, at least for now. But yeah, by the second video I changed that. So yeah. So in case you missed the description of this YouTube channel, I'm basically going to be talking a lot about Star Wars and Marvel, since we got new news about all that stuff. But this first episode is and the next few episodes are also going to be about Star Wars, because Star Wars, I don't know if you guys heard, recently got a lot of big news. After Mandalorian Season 2, which, if you haven't watched The Mandalorian, go watch it. After Mandalorian Season 2, we got the announcement of a bunch of Star Wars TV. Yeah, so my brother did a lot of the editing on this, and it was really great visual editing. I actually got a lot of compliments from that. I was like, oh, thank you, and I didn't take credit for it completely, unless I wanted to. But yeah, a lot of new Star Wars stuff had come out at the time, and you could even hear that I'm not as confident. I didn't really know what my personality on YouTube yet was, and then I found this, spunky, fun guy who could, yell about Star Wars and make terrible jokes that weren't actually funny.
Series and a movie will be coming in the future. We got the Bad
Crappy
Batch
Arrow
series, which we're going to be talking about today. We got Book of Boba Fett. We've got the Ahsoka series, New Republic Rangers. We've got a lot of stuff.
Got canceled.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be... The next few episodes of Nerd Talk are going to be all about, all the different episodes. So today is going to be less of a trailer breakdown and more of discussing what I think is going to be the overarching theme.
Why do I sound so depressed while talking about... I'm, actually serious here. Why do I sound so goddamn depressed? I was so excited about this. I don't know why I sound so absolutely depressed. It doesn't make sense, but yeah, let's continue.
Of the Bad Batch. Now, to start off, let's talk about what the Bad Batch series actually is. There's a trailer that dropped. And if you saw the trailer, you would know that this is kind of a sequel series to Star Wars The Clone Wars. Now, if you don't know what Star Wars The Clone Wars is, what are you doing? Go watch it. Now. It is probably the best Star Wars TV series that ever existed.
I got a lot of people saying that part was funny for some reason.
This was better than The Mandalorian.
To go watch it.
Star Wars The Clone Wars is 7 seasons long, and it is filled with probably some of the best Star Wars media ever. And
it's true.
In season 7 of Star Wars The Clone Wars, which came out just last year, 2020, who is super strong. He's like as strong as a Spartan. This guy picked up an entire ship. If you guys don't know what Spartans are, they're from Halo, but that's for another day. Another video. Back to back.
And we eventually got this video, and I'm actually going to be doing a Halo video very soon. I did post my review on Halo Infinite. It was a part of a rapid fire video, but yeah, there's a new video encompassing the Halo universe that's going to be coming out quite soon. So yeah, be ready for that.
Then we got Tech, who, as the name tells, is a great guy with tech. I don't really know how that's a genetic mutation. But then we've got Hunt.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Tech was always my least favorite. I thought we were going to get some human moments out of him, and I was about to be like, oh, that's such great character development. No, he's like a fleshy C-3PO that just says, well, I thought it was obvious. Shut up. Shut up. You're the worst, Tech. You're worse than Crosshair. You're worse. You're like on par with the annoyingness of the sequels, honestly. Honestly, he is. And I know that's a bold statement because the sequels were awful. And I will fight to the death that the sequels are awful. I know there are some sequel defenders out there. I will come to your house. I will do it. I have your address. I'll do it.
Hunter is the leader of the Bad Batch, and he can sense the electromagnetic pulses in the ground and in other beings, and he's a tracker. At the end, and during Season 7, we found out that the Separatists used his half-dead body and his brain to...
Among Us.
So it's going to be following these 5 clones, and their journey.
He couldn't fit frickin' Hunter. That's how far my editing has come. Couldn't fit Hunter. It's great.
So this takes place literally right after Order 66.
That's true.
We see in the trailer Sidious giving his famous speech, but instead of how in the movies we see him giving it to the Senate, here we see a hologram of his head giving it to not just the Bad Batch, but other what looks like Kamino Guard clones in the back. And right here, I don't know if you could see it, there's this little window that looks like, if you really zoom in, looks like Nala Su, the Kamino clone engineer, and a bunch of other people in there.
God, how many pixels was that? 4? Was that 4 frickin' pixels taking up my screen? Wow, how do I even have 160? That's not even a lot of subscribers, but how do I have that many?
So this could already be on Kamino, which means they might be on Kamino when this speech is taking place.
Really?
But I'll be getting into that all in a second. But here's the main information we need to know. Basically, we start off in the Bad Batch series during Order 66, or right before Order 66. And then throughout the series, at some point, the Bad Batch defects. And then they are...
All right, I was right.
And at some point, it's going to include Fennec Shan.
I was right about that.
We see in the trailer footage, she's from The Mandalorian. It's a lot to unpack. So let me just get into it and stop rambling. So how do I think this is...
Yeah, he's not going to stop rambling, but for those of you who don't know, he's let me just get really close to my mic. He's not going to stop rambling. Let me just make something very clear. He just said that he was going to stop rambling, and we are 4 minutes and 52 seconds into this video. I'm going to give you a little spoiler alert. He's not going to stop rambling.
Start off. How do I think this is going to go? Well, first, I think we're going to open with the Bad Batch on Kashyyyk. Now, why do I think that? Well, the Battle of Kashyyyk happens right before Order 66. Yoda oversees it. And the reason I think that the Bad Batch is going to be...
This was wrong, unfortunately.
Apparently, multiple sources are saying that that's where they were during Order 66. And 2, there is actually a deleted Clone Wars Season 7 slew of episodes. So if you didn't know, like, during, production of Clone Wars Season 7 and of any Clone Wars fighting with Wookiees, I'm sure my editor will be able to find the video.
Yeah, I called him my editor, as if I had an editor, my editor for my first YouTube video. Yeah, right, get real.
He's in fighting what look like these, weird creatures in the forest, not battle droids. But still, I believe that we are going to start with them on Kamina. Now, do the Bad Batch have the inhibitor chips? These are the chips that trigger Order 66. My guess is no. And here's why.
I was wrong. I
don't know why they'd remove them, or maybe the genetic mutation just got in the way and, destroyed it or something. But I definitely don't think the Bad Batch had it.
RIP headphone users.
The Separatists did capture Echo. And they plugged off...
Echo! God, I sound like a Teletubby on helium.
Stuff into his brain, and they, used his brain like a living computer. And I'm sure that all that wiring definitely messed his brain up and probably malfunctioned his chip. So, what I think we're looking at is all 5 members of the Bad Batch, I don't think have the inhibitor chips. They don't know what's going on, and it's not like they were around any Jedi at the time. They're on Kashyyyk. They're the only Jedi is Yoda, and we know what happened to him. We know what...
And Luminara Undula was on Kashyyyk. I forgot to mention that, but no, Depa Billaba and Depa Billabi and Caleb Dune, or AKA Kanan Jarrus, who for some reason sounds like a full-grown ass man as a teenager. That was a criticism.
Sends the Bad Batch. He's like, Governor Tarkin. Send the
Oh my god! What was that Darth Sidious impression? Oh my god! Who the hell is Governor Tarkin? Who the hell is that? You see, this is why you need a script. For all of you up-and-coming small YouTubers out there that probably have more subscribers than me, take it from a pro. You need a script. My notes section on my phone is just filled with the word script and then pages of words that I read off of and then still flub up. So please get a script, because this is just rambling. And what was that Sidious impression? I could do, I could do a Sidious impression right now. All right, ready? All right, okay, here we go. Whew, I've never done this publicly. Oh, jeez, this is... Now you will experience the full power of the dark side. Wow, that fucking sucked.
Directly connects with this scene where we see Crosshair and it looks like Tech fighting the other clones. I think what happens is we get
What happens is so many voice cracks.
Who I do think is going to be a very main antagonist is, here it comes, get ready for it, Commander Cody. That's right. I think we're bringing Cody.
I really want to see Commander Cody. I really hope they do that. They didn't do it in the first season. Spoilers for those of you who haven't seen this year-old news. I hope they bring him in the second season. Such an underappreciated character.
Commander Cody back in the game. And I'm very happy about that. And why? You might be asking yourself, nerd, why do you think they're bringing Commander Cody back? And
wow, what a cringe Fortnite kid. Holy crap. Talking in the third person. What a piece of shit.
Stayed on Kamino to continue training troops and training Imperial troops. And he went on some special missions.
Yeah, we do wind up seeing now the transition from clones to Imperials, and we do see on that planet where they saved Gregor that the clone commandos are training these Imperial troops, so we might see Cody in that sense.
Eventually, yada yada, sound the alarm, and now we're gonna have clones fighting the Bad Batch. See, these 5, the Bad Batch, were the most well-trained, well-equipped, strongest clones ever. They were like all
the 4th ever, when like the 3rd ever was like over here. It's like, yeah, it was like somewhere here.
Since there are basically no more Jedi, and the Emperor doesn't really have his Inquisitors yet. Remember, right now they're still being trained. All of the Jedi that
he technically has the Grand Inquisitor, so we could see him.
Haven't been killed. The only person the Emperor has right now is Vader, or maybe she was hired by a Jedi. And I do have a Jedi in mind. We'll talk about that in a second. So maybe the
in a second. Look at that. 18 minutes and 24 seconds. We're just a little over halfway through this unbridled rant, spew of nonsense.
And then we get this shot. We got the shot of, it is Kamino, so these people are from Kamino. And we get a couple of these...
Kamino!
Clone troopers in like this special type of armor. And one in the front. And he's got like a special kind of helmet and like this antenna poking out. I think that these are the special operation troopers that are going to be trying to take down the Bad Batch. And I think that head special operations trooper, that guy with the modified helmet, is Commander Cody.
I was wrong. It was Crosshair.
A Jedi. Not just any Jedi. A Jedi by the name of Quinlan Vos. Now, you guys might be...
I really do hope we see Quinlan Vos. That would be so cool. I'm not really banking on it anymore, but that would be cool.
Confirmed, but it was still 2020, COVID crazy stuff, like we didn't know what was going to happen. So it was just a rumor, really, but we did...
Just a side note, I said that it was 2020 COVID crazy stuff. It's 2022, but it's still, apparently, 2020 crazy COVID stuff. Just throwing that out there.
Because the other piece of evidence I have is another deleted slew of episodes from the Clone Wars, Season 7. The Ventress and Quinlan Vos story arc. Now, this is directly based off of a book called Star Wars The Dark Disciple, which goes into the love relationship. It's canon, it's still canon, which goes into the love life and relationship of Azad.
It was a New York Times bestseller? I mean, I loved it. It was a great book, but I did not know it was a New York Times bestseller. That's crazy.
Interest from the Clone Wars and Quinlan Vos. Now, if you don't know that story, I'll give you a quick recap. Ventress grows hair. Yikes. Since she loses her 2 red...
I stand by that. Yikes.
Lightsabers, she gets a yellow lightsaber off the black market. Double yikes.
I agree. Double yikes.
Every apprentice the Dooku has ever had has just left him or betrayed him, or he's betrayed them. Dooku is...
And every master. Think about that.
Now what happens? Well, I think...
I'm very happy with the way Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 turned out, but they could have made Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 so much longer. They really could have. I know it must have been a lot of work. I'm not criticizing them for that, and they had to get it out really quickly. But they really could have explored a lot of these story arcs, and I think it would have been cool.
They don't know what's going on. This guy's just taking them all on. They eventually turn.
That might still happen. I'm serious. Quinlan Vos coming in, just slaughtering clones, still having a bit of the dark side in him. That would be sick.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that at the end of this series, we're going to be getting a Clone Wars Darth Vader. And it just...
That's going to be cool when it happens. That's right. You heard it here first, folks. I'm saying when it happens. Not if it happens, when it happens.
I think they need Vader. the Bad Batch.
I still agree.
You know, he'll approach, the Bad Batch in this big menacing fashion. They'll be like, "Whoa, that's Darth Vader. Who's that guy? Wow, that is crazy." And then they'll just all die. I know that sounds kind of blunt, but it's true. I think they're all just gonna get their heads cut off, all stabbed. Like, they're not gonna stand a chance. I honestly think that's how it's gonna end, because it just doesn't make sense for them to keep living. We've explored.
I honestly think Disney should do that. I know there's always these big build-ups to, like, big finales, especially when you look at The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett today, but I honestly think it would be realistic and actually kind of cool from a story perspective if they just ended the Bad Batch off in, like, the most climactic but also anticlimactic way. Like, as soon as Vader comes in, they're just absolutely fucked. Like, just absolutely boned.
All of them are gonna die, except for Fennec Shan, who escapes and is still wanted by the ISB.
Escapes this
day. So, that is my big theory, a really big theory, on what I think is going to happen. I think I covered almost every moment in the trailer, except for, this part where we see what looks like a prototype of Death Star. And this is interesting.
Yeah, and that's all we need to see. Is there an outro? Do I have an outro? I don't think I have an outro. Do I? What is this? No. What's this?
Patch, or at least Crosshair, on a snowy planet. This could be Hoth, could be Ilum, but it could also be the icy planet or moon. If you did, please smash that subscribe button.
Jesus! I forgot about that. I absolutely forgot about that. Let's replay that.
This is my first video. I really hope you guys liked it. If you did,
I didn't.
Please smash that subscribe button. Absolutely shatter it, because I know it's low quality right now. I don't have the best editing equipment.
Yeah, you don't. It's better now. It's better now. Let's look at some of the. Let's look at some of this. What's a good video? Which one's a good video, guys? Which one do I do? Yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at the editing here.
Right? That's it? Doomguy only takes 18 damage points. Enemies on the battlefield. In Halo, taking the guns of your enemies.
I actually had background music for this. The editing got loads better. It got a lot better. Yeah, so that's what this video was. I just wanted to react to my cringy. How old? I was 16 by then. Yeah, I just wanted to react to my cringy 16-year-old self doing that, and yeah, that's what I wanted to do. And let me actually run you through just a little bit here. These 3 videos were edited by my brother. After this video, I wanted to do some of it on my own, so I did my first rapid fire video. I like this video. I know it has Dream SMP here, so don't hate me for that, please. I know a lot of you might unsubscribe if you found that I did that video. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of like this, but I want to get an editor. So I got an editor, and I introduced him in this video. Yeah, and you can see that he was a much better editor than I was.
Hello, nerds of the universe, and welcome to Nerd Talk. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, Kenobi.
Yeah, he was really good. But this video was the last video he did. Ahsoka was the last video that he did. So, yeah, he only edited 3 videos for me. It seemed like more, but this is the last video he did. There wasn't any falling out or anything. It just wasn't very official. So, it just kind of faded away. And I wasn't really posting very often. you can see that there's like months between posting. And I didn't want to do that, so I started to do some videos in between, and then it just eventually became me taking over, and then I started doing my own editing. This video, Doom Guy vs. Master Chief, has blown up recently. In a month, it went from 150 views to 300 views. And now it's on its way to 400 views. Look at that, 368 views. That's insane, and I love it. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, and then, you know, some more. During the summer, I honestly should have made more, and I didn't when I had the time to. School project one, when I realized I wasn't making videos, I was like, hey, I could utilize a school project for a YouTube video, and I want to do more of this. This was a very history-based video, and I want you guys to know that I am a history buff. I love history. I love U.S. history, and I want to do more videos on it. And if you guys want to see that, hit that subscribe button, please. Oh, speaking of hitting the subscribe button. Oh, speaking of hitting the subscribe button. Is it audience? Is it an audience? Yes. I have the power now. I can finally say it. I can say what I've wanted to say for my entire time on YouTube. All of the greats do it. They all do it. And now it's my turn. Nerds of the universe. Only a small percentage of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. And this is a problem. You're watching my content and you're not subscribing. This is bad. That's a problem that you should be fixing right now. Before I come to your house. And you don't want me in your house. Nobody wants me in their house, apparently. That's what my restraining order says. This has been a great year, guys. This has been a great year. I'm happy about it. Recently, I haven't been getting the views that I've wanted from my most recent videos. I would usually average about 30 views within the first couple days, and now that's really starting to dwindle. I don't know why. Maybe the algorithm's just not being friendly, but yeah. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and you could be expecting some great content very, very soon. And, yeah, with that, I'll see you nerds in the next video. Nerd out.